Hi, so this is Nicole, and today I want to talk about growing up. Part of the process of the change into the becoming the butterfly that you hear my children. Part of the process of change is actually you growing up. There's a part in which you didn't, most like in addiction, they talk about how when there's a part in a time where you did not grow up. You almost stopped your growth and when you started creating your addiction. And then you have to, once you start to change and become sober, you actually have to start to grow up from the point that you grew up. You stopped. So let's say you stopped growing at 6 years old. Now, if you're like 30 years old, you have to start growing up, building that person up from the time that you were six and creating a new person, and basically rebirthing yourself or creating your, rebirthing yourself. That's a thing. I'm just saying that. So anyway, so growing up requires some scary stuff, and it requires a little bit of work because it means that you actually have to push through some fears that you don't want to push through. It means that my children are running away. Um, it means that you're going to have to start doing some things that you may not want to do. It means that you're going to have to push through the fear of doing them. So for me, I have to create a. I'm going to close this door. For me, I have to create a daily schedule that actually makes sense for myself, for my kids, for my family, for my husband, for my friends. It's just a schedule that helps me to become more balanced in everything. Guys, shh, can you be quiet, please? Can y'all be quiet? Can you whisper? Can you whisper? Whisper. So, thank you. Yeah, whisper. That's not whispering. Anyway, so in order to grow up, it means you have to find some new habits. It means you have to find a new way of doing things, which is really scary. So in order to grow up, it means you got to push through some things that you really don't want to do. You really are rebirthing yourself, like in the labor pains. People are pushing and pushing. It's a lot of pain to go through that. But the reason that you stopped growing at some point is because you didn't want. It was scary for you to go to this next phase. But in the growing up phase of life, it means you have to start doing the things you didn't want to do before. Anyway, so the bottom line is that in order to grow up, you have to push through and actually do some work that you might not want to do. Like me, it just requires me pushing and doing my schedule. It means that I'm going to have to do some housework that I don't want to do. Get off of his back. Why are you stepping on his back? Whatever. Um, it means that you're going to have to, for me, it means I have to go out and get and find clients for coaching, speaking, writing, those type of things. It means I'm going to have to do some things that aren't comfortable for me. Get off of his neck. Get off of his neck. Oh, get off of him. Just like that. So anyway, um, so bottom line is that in order to come to the other side of becoming you, it means you're going to have to actually do some work and push through and know why you're doing it, know the reasons why you're being blocked. Understand consciously, not just unconsciously, but consciously what it is that you're doing. Some people don't really want to be in touch with the whole thing, but in my experience, when you're don't take her off of that machine. Um, when you're not, can you guys wait, please? Can you find something else to play with, please? Can you go find another toy? Okay, well, I'm going to have to go then, I guess. Okay, you picked it up. Okay. So anyway, this growing through process is similar to what's happening now with kids. They're going through something because they're angry about toys that they don't want to give up. But for me, it means that growing up requires a lot of work, and it's not easy. So hopefully this helps somebody for you to understand that this is actually part of the process, that you're going to have to do some things that aren't comfortable. Just like my son is going through a moment right now where he's mad that my daughter has a piece of exercise equipment that he wants. No, you have to share. No, you can't take her off of that. Nope, she had it first. So, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully this helps somebody. It wasn't too crazy today on a journey to success. And